Welcome to the city of Kawazu, the town of Kawazu. It's not a big place, but we're here in Shizuoka Prefecture on Izu Peninsula. This festival starts the Japanese Cherry Blossom Festival, believe it or not. I think a lot of you are maybe wondering why not in March or even April. February is when this variety of cherry blossom, listen to the birds, this is so spring. I love it. We're going to explore all around Kawazu in this live stream, and I'm going to take you in this particular area. I'll show you the map where we are, but yeah, it's a pretty incredible feeling. I haven't been here in a very long time. I'm really enjoying my trip so far. I've been here for about an hour, and without further ado, let's go and explore. This is where we are in the map. You can see Tokyo is about 3 hours away by car. Once you get on the peninsula, the traffic moves a lot slower. There's no real highways on this part, but there's Kawazu, not kind of south of Atami. And this city, very, very famous for the Kawazuzakura. The reason why, it was, I want to say invented, it was found here in 1955. Just a resident was walking along, found this sprout on the ground. He took it into his garden, and it turned into be a hybrid naturally that had occurred, creating this variety of cherry blossom, which is the emoji. It follows the Kawazu River quite a long ways. So the biggest Kawazu trees are going to be here, because this is where this variety was found. I want to say invented, but it wasn't. It was like naturally occurring, which is such a cool story. And the great thing about the Kawazuzakura, this cherry blossom blooms throughout February, not March or April, which is surprising to so many people. How you doing? It's nice to see everybody here. Welcome aboard. I'll turn on the live stream here in a second, but let's take a look at some of these. What makes this cherry blossom very different than the white Some Yoshino, which covers the entire of Japan? That's the one that comes out in March, around March 20th, they're saying, in Tokyo. But like, once again, 3 hours from Tokyo, it looks like this. And there aren't really a lot of crowds here. Let's go walk through here. We've got a pretty good signal. There really aren't a lot of crowds here. At least not yet. It's still kind of early in the morning. But you can see the Kawazu River on the left side there. Beautiful red bridge right here. We're gonna walk over there. There's street food all over the place. They certainly don't attract as many tourists as some of the bigger cherry blossom festivals, but this probably should. I also really love this color. This one, a hybrid between two different cherry blossom varieties that are well known. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, but it creates a pink color, which I think a lot of you know as the cherry blossom that is the emoji on every smartphone. That's a pretty shot through the ones right in front of us too. Look at that. See if I can focus these ones close by. A little bit too close. I'm probably going to say the Sakura mochi is my favorite Sakura food. Just it has this nostalgic smell that I've known throughout my entire history in Japan. You smell Sakura mochi, you just know that's Sakura mochi. Dango is also really good. The ice cream looks like they have some cherry blossom ice cream over there. So that might be worth going and checking out. I'm also trying to film a main channel episode. I'll see how it goes. Look at that. That's got to be cherry blossom ice cream, right? A lot of chocolate, bananas, and frankfurters. Anything you can put on a stick. I gotta walk a long ways to really see all of the Kawazuzakura in this area. By the way, I drove here. It's about a 3-hour drive from Tokyo. I left at 5 in the morning. I got here at 8. Wow, it's so cool that the cherry blossom season has started. Look at that. So the festival officially starts time-wise at, I mean, nature is nature, right? But the festival officially starts at 9 a.m. That's when the food stands start to open up. So we've been looking at the nature. Look at that. I'm so happy to be outside of Tokyo. Oh, konnichiwa. I'm so happy to be outside of Tokyo. This is great getting away from the city before the Tokyo Marathon as well, kind of reset a little bit here. Let's take a look at some of the street food. I want to show you the stands here. Look at this one has some dango here. That's mochi. Look at that, steaming hot. Robin Harpine 8032, thank you. Let's see, maybe we'll get some street food here. I'm kind of getting hungry. We're building up into it for sure. Let's see what they got. Sakura Agepan. Deep fried Sakura Agepan? What is that? What is that? It's deep fried bread with sakura flavored. I guess they just put some kind of a powder on there. There's a lot of like curious stuff that makes me really want to break my strict diet for the marathon and try it. Of course, you have to have skewered beef and all sorts of other meats. Oh, here it is. This one is very famous in the area too. This is the Sakura Taiyaki. Do you see that there? The Sakura Taiyaki. Oh, okay. Sorry, the guy was driving here. So this is the Sakura Taiyaki with the cherry blossom sound. That's what Sakura means in Japanese there. It's pink. They probably put some food coloring in there. Could be some dye, I don't know. But yeah, 100% I'm gonna be trying that one. Wow, I had no idea how big the street food goes all the way down. What? Oh my goodness, I didn't realize this festival was as big as it is. It's still early too. I'm starting to smell the grilled meat and it's not even 10 a.m. That's a good sign for all of us here. That's a good sign. All right, let's take a look and see what they got. Just walk down the street here a bit. I'm guessing this goes towards the train station because I see that the train is up there, and I heard a train rolling by. You can, is that the butakusa? Oh my God, these are my enemy. These look like buttercups. Anybody put these under their chin when they were kids and make their chin look yellow? I used to have some weird teachers that did that. Look, I got yellow chin. Look at that, they're selling vegetables from this area, which is really, really delicious vegetables. You can see there's a lot of residences. This is residential, this is just a town. It's at this time you see the photographers come out and they really try to capture the cherry blossoms. You know what's famous in this area? Wasabi. They even have wasabi ice cream here, look. This is wasabi country. So they have like a wasabi here as well. Here's sanma. They're drying the fish here right in the front. Wow. Coming from the river here. すごいね. Here's some dried fish as well. Look at that. $3 for 1,000 yen. Juliana, thank you. I can practically smell the foods all the way from Singapore. Absolutely. Here we got some mochi and dango. Oh, it smells so good. It is really, really a nice smell. The sweet sauce of the grilling meat. The Sakura. I believe this is not the best way to go. I think it's better to stick to the river. But oh, here we go. And you have an omiyage shop. This is all the packaged boxes here. I should see if there's something I can get for the daimyo supporters. This one. This is probably quite famous. This is anko, the Sakura with anko red bean paste in there. You can get these croquet for 93 yen. That's cheap. That's like 60 cents or something like that. Yeah, I don't want to go to the train station, so let's swing back to the river here. I'll show you what this variety is. So the Some Yoshino cherry blossoms are white. These are pink. Let's go back. I think the signal is much, much better at the riverside too. This is also very famous for strawberries. I saw so many strawberry farms walking around. But the Some Yoshino are white. These are pink, and they're pink purple, and they're way, way more vibrant. The thing with the Some Yoshino, the white blossoms, it does look like snow. This definitely does not look like snow, and they're more floral looking, right? This, you don't see this variety when you come in March. But the great thing about this variety is that it blooms throughout the entire month of February. They'll start coming around like February 6th or 7th. And they stick around for a long time, a lot longer than they do in March. February isn't as windy as March. It is cold. It's colder most of the time in February. There's still snow coming down, and that's another thing. If you do get this cherry blossom with the snow falling, it is really beautiful. All right, I probably should have stuck to the river. Let's go back to the river. All right, signal should be stronger again. I don't know, when you go in where the people are. The river is where you want to be with this festival. All right, we're back. I'm gonna go to the in a van down by the river. Yeah, I know that one. It's one of my favorites. The origin tree is in this direction. This is the one in 1955. That's why this is such an amazing story. You heard it here first. So I did some research here. Of course I do research. This festival didn't start until, I guess, the 1970s or 80s, around then. So it's a fairly new festival in the sense that this variety of cherry blossom, I mean, it started in 1955, post-World War II, 10 years after the war. It's not like this is an ancient cherry blossom. This is a new one. And that's why it's named after the city, or the town. I found out that you need 50,000 people, according to Japan's laws, to be considered a city. And once you become a city, you can't unbecome a city, even with the declining population. So the city of Fujiyoshida has 48,000 people. But it used to have over 50,000, so when it was established in the 1950s, it was a city, and it will always be a city. That is some very interesting information. And this is the Kawazuzakura. Again, it's so much more beautiful. In my view, this is more beautiful than the Someyoshino. There's just something delicate about that really light pink color, that somewhat purplish look to the stem of it, you see? It's just so much more striking than the Someyoshino. But the white Someyoshino ones, they look like snow, and you have so much more of them. But because this is where the Kawazuzakura is from, in the city of Kawazu, of course, there are so many of them, and they're so big. The Kawazuzakura that I see are not as big as the ones that I see right here. They're usually, you know, like maybe 15, 20 years old. These are all going back to like the 1970s, 80s. So they've grown quite a bit over the last 40 years. Yeah, that's the, if you use the emoji, that's the one. That's this one, the Kawazuzakura. Let's walk along the river. Wow, yakisoba over there, restroom over here. Very convenient. Somebody said that the facilities in Japan are not good enough. It's like, what are you talking about? The facilities in Japan are, tell me a country that maybe is better. Singapore, okay, that's a small country with some incredible people, but it's not that big. The facilities are pretty good in Singapore, but they're pretty good in Japan too. Even in the countryside, we have really clean public restrooms. You have food vending machines every 100 meters. This is no exception. There's a train line that goes by. Not often. There aren't that many trains. That also makes it difficult at this time. I visited Kawazu 9 years ago. Wrightson, Kwan, yes. It's changed just a little bit. The trees are bigger. A lot of street food right there. Oh, there's the Sakura taiyaki in English. All right, we're gonna have to go down and try one, but there's a line. Okay, let's go see. If the signal holds. There's gotta be more. Ah, はい。300円ですね。そうですね。はい。どうぞ横に流れてください。こちらが最後尾さんです。All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna pull out 300 yen. I have a quarter. God bless America. Land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above. You guys know that song? It's a great one. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America. 250 years this year, incredible. It's a handsome man. It looks like I have to wait a little bit.
あんバタも
あんバタはピンク。だからバターが入ってるだけでから。
Oh, so the almond butter is 50 yen more, but it's all of it is pink. Wow. These got to be good, right? I guess now that they put in the Anko red bean paste now. It's going to take a little while. You can see behind me. Very nice. There's the finished product. Oh wow, do you see that? So when we get to Mankai, it gets even pinker. So they keep adding the pink color until you get to Mankai. So when it starts, it's that color, and then maybe February 10th, it's that color, and then February 20th, which is tomorrow, it's that color. That's pretty cool. Do they really do that? So the different shades of pink are based on the time and how bloomed the cherry blossom, the Kawazuzakura are. Right now, I think we're at full bloom. So, oh look, they got candy over there. Here we go with the Anko. I can smell the cherry blossom. That's a lot of azuki booms. So you get your money's worth. That's overflowing with red bean paste. Oh, that's a big one. Feels like I should get two. Ah, they just flipped it. Look at the heat coming off of it. Oh. Sorry. Ah, there's a train. It's empty. It's coming from Shimoda. Hi, Anko butter. はい、一つお願いします。はい。
はい、わかりました。はい。ちょっと待ってくださいね。 様ですね。
あ、ありがとうございま
くだ
す。
さいね。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
また一つ
おお。All right, wait a second. The gimbal's gone. The gimbal's gone crazy. Okay, all right, we're gonna eat it underneath this beautiful tree right here. Look at this. All right, we gotta give you the full experience here. Sakura taiyaki from Kawazu. Another train going by. There it goes. That one was empty too. All right, this is the Sakura. I gotta put the camera down here. Hold on. The great thing about this gimbal is it turns into oh, there's a bench here, sort of. Hey, this is made for people like me. Let's have a seat, shall we? Wow, what a view! Oisha! What a view! How are we gonna do this here? That's not gonna work. It's kind of not the best. All right, let's just first take a look at the taiyaki here before it starts melting butter everywhere. The great thing with sitting down is I get a chance to take off my gear for a second. All right, you still there? Michael, welcome. All right, check it out. Look at him eating the butter. That's the way it's supposed to be. He's the same color as the blossoms up here, but I think it gets even more pink. Again, they make this pinker as the blossoms get closer to full bloom. I think we're at full bloom. It's the 19th. Maybe they add in some more dye on the 20th. I'm okay. Oh, look at the uncle. This fish really gotta go. Look at this. All right, itadakimasu. Let's try it. Hold on a second. It's still warm. It's still warm. I go tail first usually, but the butter's in the mouth. So it's a kind of a conundrum. I'm gonna push the butter in. It's melting. Oh my God, the butter's melting. All right, itadakimasu. Oh, that's so nice. I'm glad I got the butter, but it is melting fast. Oh, wow. Did you see that? It's mochi. It's mochi in there. It's mochi. That's awesome. It's nice and chewy. Boy, Leo would love this. Hey, Nightshade Giggles. Nice to see you here. Hold up, announcement. This is really good. I think the butter, I think you gotta go butter. Nicolette 6460 writes in here, thank you for the live stream, John. Have a lovely week, everyone. Thank you so much. This is brought to you by everyone who's supporting with the channel. I'm really grateful. We'll see what else we can find. Are cherry blossoms always pink? No. Ray, thanks for joining. This is called the Kawazuzakura. Just to sum up for those that are joining us, I'll show you where we are on the map one last time. Hey Ellis, I promised you and David I would bring you out here. Here's to Tokyo's #1 runner man. Maybe Glico will put up a billboard like you, of you like the one in Osaka. I hope not. So we're about 3 hours from Tokyo. I got up at 5 a.m. to get out here. This is the Kawazu River. I haven't been here in decades. I went by here last year when I went to Shimoda for the John Manjiro episode. And I said, gosh, I wish I could stop, but the trains are very infrequent. That's why I brought a rent-a-car this time. Michael Sasano's in the house too. Thank you. Mahalo, Michael. The Kawazu River along here, this variety of cherry blossom is blooming in February. Not March, not April, but February. That's the beauty of the Kawazuzakura. This is the first cherry blossom festival in Japan. Now, it follows the river. There are hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands and thousands. Now, mind you, the ume blossoms are blooming in Mito. And in Tokyo, there's a beautiful spot near Ueno, which I go to quite a lot. Boy, I got butter hands. Anyone ever shave with butter? After seeing Seinfeld, I always wondered what other applications butter could be used. It's a natural lubricant, and now it's on my shirt. But let me bring you down here. But yeah, I always wanted to come out here. The Some Yoshino variety is the white flowers, the white blossoms. This is the one that covers like 90% of the cherry blossom festivals, or probably Some Yoshino. These are not that. This is Kawazu. This is the Kawazuzakura. This special variety was, again, I started by saying, I wanted to say invented, but it was, oh, hello there. It was found by a local resident who was just strolling on the river like I am right now. He looked down and he found a sprout. He picked the sprout up and planted it in his garden. It turned out to be a completely unique cherry blossom, a hybrid of two of the ones that were on the river at the time. And in the 15 years after he found it and planted it in the garden, he found out that it was a brand new variety of cherry blossom. So of course they named it after the town, Kawazu, and it became the Kawazuzakura. The original tree is actually here, and that's where I'm going to go and find right now. Japan's just so well marked. I believe it's in this direction. I'm carrying quite a load of camera gear to try to film it with for a main channel episode, but we'll see how it goes. It turned out to be a beautiful day. It was really nasty this morning. Actually, you can fly your drone out on the coast. This is a drone-friendly area, not during the festival, but I did it in the morning and I lost the drone. It fell in the water. That's the first time I've ever lost a drone, and I'm really, really upset because I got some beautiful shots from out in the ocean. The event put out a map where you can fly the drone. You can't do it over this area, but you could do it over the ocean, and I lost the drone. That's an expensive mistake. It was like a 5-year-old drone, but still. I got the money's worth out of it, but still, that hurts. And was almost home too. The drone was almost home. Maybe it'll. I'm gonna go check the beach and see if it's there. But I would never fly it over here around people. But you could fly it out over the sea. I just, you know, just one of those things. All right, let's get a closer look at this because you've been looking at me for too long. Maui Mist is here. Thanks for showing us the place I never visited while there. Maybe on my next trip I'll venture from Tokyo. You definitely should. But I don't blame you because not a lot of Tokyoites actually make it out here. It's far. It's like close but far. Because it's a 3-hour drive. It's 3 hours on the train. The trains are infrequent. So you have to, if you take the train, you have to build your whole trip around it. Yeah, it really hurts to lose my, it was a Mavic 3, an old one, but still, like, you don't want to lose any equipment. I'm really careful. I check the blades. I make sure the connection's strong. I think it was really windy over the sea. It didn't say there were any wind issues, but a gust must have gotten it and it just blew over. And there it was in the sea, and I was like, oh gosh, I just want that footage. Thankfully, and you know what hurts me more? I think there's a really nice micro SD card in there that I wish I could have back too. And that happens. This is how most of you would get here. Most of you would get here with that train. They seem more frequent now. There's a couple of express trains that have big windows. I think you can get here under 3 hours, but I don't know. It's really infrequent. Thank you guys for buying me that taiyaki. I really, really, really appreciate it. I was hungry. I drove straight here without stopping. So next after I end this stream is to find a restroom. It was a good drive. Oh, look at that. Instead of, there's the emoji right there. I heart Kawazu. Look at that. Again, the cherry blossom emoji that's on every single smartphone, I think it's on it, that's the Kawazuzakura. So the one that you see is from this festival, which is really awesome. All the emoji came from Japan. The emoji is a Japanese thing, so a lot of Japanese culture is in the emojis, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of grilled beef. The long potatoes, Leo loves those. Wish he could be here. I'm glad you guys are. He's at school. Kanai's at work. So am I. Believe it or not, this is what I do. I bring you guys all across the country, which is what you guys subscribe for. I'm really grateful for that. Any questions while we walk to this next bridge here? Oh, the smells. I smell something good. Yeah, a week till March and a week till the Tokyo Marathon. I think we're about 10 days out. I'm feeling good. My legs are tired. I just did a 25-kilometer run a few days ago. Oh, here we go. Roasted chestnuts. Every time they do that, it makes people stop and take a, oh, that smells so good. They let out the steam, it's roasting inside of there. And then they'll drop it into the basket. Here it comes. He's just pumping out good smell to the streets. That smells really good. Yeah, people live right on the riverside here. This is a place, I'd say 49 out of 52 weeks, people are just living here normally. There's no festival. But those 3 weeks are really special. They make a lot of money. Let's walk over here to the crosswalk. You know, if the camera work was immaculate and perfect, it wouldn't be a live stream. It wouldn't feel the same. There's something, you know, something authentic by having a messy camera angle sometimes, showing the ground, showing your shadow. That's what makes this an interesting journey, I think, because it's sort of looking around, showing you the things that you probably wouldn't see in an edited video, because you want to cut that stuff out, but this is live, you don't want to cut it out, you know? Sometimes you just want to see everything. Onsen tamago are really famous here. Wow, all these food stands are family run. This feels like a festival. I love it. I love this. There's some dango and fried chicken. Wow. Smells good. Even my nose is a little blocked up from the pollen. It's somehow, it's so strong smelling, it makes it through that. There's more cherry blossoms. There's chocolate bananas, strawberries, which is also famous in this area. Ichigo daifuku. Oh, right, Ellis? David would love that, Ichigo daifuku. There's some Sakura manju up there. 400 yen for a Sakura manju. Some, is that ayu? Some ayu fish grilling. And we're all here to celebrate this. These are the stars, these trees. And I said this earlier, but the Kawazuzakura actually bloom and stay longer than the Somei Yoshino, which are even more delicate. This variety of cherry blossom just sticks for, I'd say, like a week longer than usual. This is definitely full bloom. Already the green sprouts are coming out. Yeah. Hey, Romy Blue, 1833. When you're done, have a warm sake on me. I'll have to do that tonight because I'm driving, but I will absolutely get a bottle. Sake is not that expensive. You don't have to drink it to Sai 23. I said, this all looks really good too. Sakura mochi. I love the boxes too, right? It's discounted. Look at that, Sakura soba. It's discounted, 70 yen off, 10% off. Look at that. Here's a taco senbei. That's popular in Tsukiji Market. No line here. I don't know why people wait in line for that taco senbei, but Sakura Amazake. I guess I can try that. It's alcohol free. It's made by this lady here. Or no, she was on TV with it, Shizuoka. I can try that. Sakura Amazake. What do you guys think? Should I get it? Should I get it? Where is it? Trying to find the Sakura. Maybe it's over here. Oh, there it is, over here. Okay, there it is. Okay, let's go try it. We're here to try stuff, you know? Sakura Amazake onegaishimasu.
300円になります。
Beep.
ありがとうございます。200円の。
Hi.
少々お待ちください。
All right. So they have sticks of Wagyu beef for 1,500 yen. So that's interesting to know that. Oh, and they have Sakura ice cream over there. So they have. So I'm pretty sure this is copyrighted music, so I have to talk over the copyrighted music a little bit here. Blah, 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 blah. Just to break up. It is what it is. Ah, hi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Wow, look, it actually is pink. It's the same color as the blossoms. Look. Look. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, let's go try it over here. I love the sound. You hear it in the background. Irashaimase, irashaimase. That's how I know you're in Japan. All right, let's try this with the Kawazuzakura in the background. Michael, to all of you guys. Amazake, if there's alcohol, you would say kanpai. If not, you just say itadakimasu. So, itadakimasu. A little bit sweet. I mean, yeah, you knew they were gonna do that. No, there's no alcohol in this amazake. It's fermented, so it's really good for you. There was an amazake boom, fermented foods, hako ryori. Fermented foods is a big thing now growing in the U.S. It's really good for your gut. But when they add a lot of sugar in it, I don't know how good it is, but it's really good. I'm gonna take you inside there. You can see the pieces of the rice bits. Fermented doesn't have alcohol. Yeah, they stop it before the alcohol process begins. So these are amazake usually made by sake companies. Hold on, I can take you. Yeah, a little bit closer. Usually made by sake companies. But it's very good for you, the amazake. Not supposed to, in Japan, you're not supposed to walk and, festival has kind of an exception, you're supposed to walk and drink. But the reason you don't walk and eat is because you spill the food everywhere and you get it all over the place. And you also walk into people, it's just dirty. That's one of the reasons why you don't walk and eat in Japan. Probably the main reason. But in general, at festivals, the rules get broken quite a bit because it's food on a stick. And it's socially acceptable out here because look where we are, for crying out loud. If you drop a crumb, the birds are gonna get it. Or the ants or the spiders. You're supporting the local infrastructure of microbes, so. Look how beautiful these cherry blossoms are. Gosh, I wish I didn't lose my drone or I had a permit to fly here. There's some photographers on the river getting some shots from the water looking up here. I might do that as well. I'm gonna be here till about 1:30 because it takes 3 hours to get home. I don't want to be here too long. Beautiful, right? Parking is 1,000 yen. I parked way down by the beach too. Look at the line for the toilet for the women. That's quite a queue. Men go right in because we stand. It's not fair. There is a movement. I'm not joking. I gotta put my bag. It's getting heavy. Hold on a second. Okay. There was a movement in the 1964. I'm not joking about this. 1964 Summer Games, Tokyo. The old stadium had female urinals. And before I could film it, it was destroyed. There's some pictures online, very few. It's a story that's gone under the radar because you have to have lived here long enough to remember or to know about it or be told about it. But they wanted to get rid of lines and they wanted to make like what you just saw there. So they put these female urinals, and the lip of the urinal like jutted out like 10 times longer than the male ones. And so the women would straddle it and then go. And they seemed to work, but they were extraordinarily unpopular. I can't imagine why. And the idea never took off. I don't know if Toto was involved. They wouldn't admit it to me. I think I might have brought it up when I filmed with them years ago. It's one of those stories. I gotta take you somewhere dirty in order to balance out the beauty that's around me. Let's be honest. It's a true story. You won't find any of that stuff at any more Olympic stadiums. Nicolette, thank you for being here too. I'm glad you're here. I know a lot of stuff because I've just been here for a long time. I know a lot of legends. There's a lot of stuff that was so bizarre that was here before, but it's gone before the YouTube era. Oh my goodness, I got so many stories. You have no idea. Hope that guy feels better. This is the time of the live stream. If you're watching live, you can chime in and say where you're from. Become a part of the history of this channel, actually, by sharing. Where's your hometown? You're going to be surprised at how far the viewers of this channel go from all over the world. So there's the chance where you guys are here on the. Whoa, New York City, representing. Dominican Republic. Whoa, we're all over the place now. Singapore, hey. This is a time, it's still early, where we got Las Vegas, Connecticut, San Diego, Canberra, Australia, Manila, Minnesota, Netherlands, Philippines. Awesome, look at this, see? Laredo, Texas. Look at that, land of 10,000 lakes. Georgia by way of Boston, awesome. New Jersey, Bay Area, San Francisco, Singapore, Maryland, Saitama. That's not too far away. It sort of is. That'd be a 4-hour drive to get here. Dallas, Texas, Malaysia, Toronto. We are really global. This is such a global community we have. I send postcards. This is this month's postcard. I send postcards. I haven't sent one to Antarctica, but we have Nico in Greenland. And Nico, thank you. Every time I send the postcards, I send one to Greenland. And it always makes the Japan Post guy do a double take. Like, then he checks to see if they deliver to Greenland, and they do. And then he looks back at me. Okay. We have Cantor in Aruba, which is awesome. He sent me pictures of the postcard with the beach in the background. So these things, and we had Argentina, South Africa. I had somebody in Zimbabwe, several from Egypt. We have a couple in Saudi Arabia, which is pretty amazing. All over Europe, Slovakia, representing Czech Republic too. Even Denmark, despite the fact that Denmark doesn't send doesn't do the mail anymore, somehow they're gonna get their guys. I resent them. They got lost. Just Denmark got lost. But it is a very small world, and we're all connected through the cherry blossoms through Japan, which is pretty amazing. Wow, we got a little bit of a traffic jam here. Let's wait. Usually a traffic light really does change, and or a train comes in and there's a crowd of people. You wait 5 or 6 seconds, and they're all gone. Look, it's nice and relaxed. Look at the colors here. You feel so alive when you see sights like this, right? This is what's great about the cherry blossoms. Why you come, and you don't have to come in March or April. You know what the great thing about this is? The great thing about this cherry blossom in February, this is low season. Hotel prices are so cheap This is the time when you want to be in coming to the city, and you can get the best of both worlds. You can get the cherry blossoms in February 20th with the plum blossoms as well, and get the lower prices for the hotels and not have all of the crowds. Now it's starting to get a little bit crowded around here, but this is nothing really. If you compare to Kyoto, oh my goodness, you can see the asphalt here. Look, can't do that, and well, you probably could in Kyoto, but the point is, it's crowded, but it's not really that crowded, you know, compared to like Ueno Park. Ueno Park. This is a completely different. All right, we're getting into a tunnel here. So according to legend, they started planting these back in the 1970s and 80s when they found out that Kawazu had its own Oh, that Amazake is 100 yen. What? Maybe it's not Sakura Amazake. I paid 300 for mine. But after they found out in the 1970s that they had their own variety, they started to make, off of the original tree, they started to take sprouts off of it and grow more and more and more and more. And the Kawazuzakura, like Johnny Appleseed, started to spread across the entire country. But this is the homeland. This is where the Sakura, the Kawazuzakura are from, and that color is, again, that's the emoji that you have on your smartphone, this particular cherry blossom. It's not the Some Yoshino, which are the most popular, it's this one. And that's what makes it kind of a magical place that most of you have never heard about. This is the one that's on your, this is the blossom on your smartphone. Pull it up. Let's see some love in the chat, right? If I can pull up here. Compare. Look. See? Boom. That's this one. You guys are seeing it. That's why this is such an important festival here. It's on your smartphone already. You just don't know it. I'm also scouting this. I'll probably come back here next spring and spend the night in Kawazu. There's another reason why I'm coming back here, probably at the end of March for another episode. This part of Japan is absolutely has a declining population. I don't know why. It's such a beautiful place to say. Look at this coffee shop right off of the river. Imagine coming here when there are no tourists and just chilling in somebody's courtyard there. Reminds me of my friend Greg in Nikko. He's built his own hotel, but he's got such an amazing like deck and area. He should build like a cafe or something there, I think. Greg Glam, who's Life Where I'm From, amazing channel, amazing storyteller. He's built a hotel. I'm so proud of him. So there's a mix. I heard a lot of Chinese being spoken. So I asked, where are you from? Taiwan. Almost all of them are from Taiwan, and one couple from Hong Kong. I haven't met anybody from Singapore here yet. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at the ducky down there. I saw me. Notice me. Should I say I have Amazake? Told him I had Amazake. Totally ignored me. Must be a different dialect. I've been known to talk to the wildlife with great success, I must say. Cats and dogs, and my dog, I noticed the dog language is universal. The barks that you get in Japan are the same as the ones in the US, so. But ducks might be different. Ducks might be different. There you go, that's a picture. Let me see. If I zoom, we should go right through. That's so clean, the water here. It's beautiful. There's ramen shack here. B52 should sing a song called Ramen Shack. I'm not sure that would go down quite as the same as. There's another variety of cherry blossom called the Kawazuzakura, which blooms in January. You don't see many of those. There's some in Toyosu I found in Tokyo. But, oh, look at this tunnel. We're coming upon a tunnel. Wow. Yeah, don't drink the water. Upstream there could be like inoshishi, which are like hogs. What do you call them? Inoshishi in English, I forget. There's a lot of wildlife that might doing the pee-pee in there, and they said that it's not 100% pure water. And it's not spring yet, so it's not really, it could be melting, but. I gotta be honest with you, driving here, you could smell the cattle ranches. I'm putting my cup away. I got butter on the screen. You can smell inoshishi, wild boars. There you go, wild boars. That is beautiful. Look at that. Wow. All right, looks like we're getting closer to the end here, but not really. It just keeps going on and on. Kawazu. You guys are live in Tokyo. Sorry, not Tokyo, in Kawazu. In Kawazu, here. I try to do this every 20 minutes or so. There's Tokyo 3 hours northeast of here. I had to take a left at Atami. Actually, I went past Mishima on the highway most of the way, but it's slow going. It takes 3 hours to drive in the morning, 3.5 during the day. The Kawazu River, starting from the sea all the way down to where we're walking. We're just following the river, folks. There's lots of street food here, tons and tons of Kawazuzakura, which is what is famous in this area. The first cherry blossom festival in Japan is here. It's, believe it or not, starts in February, and there's not a lot of international tourists here, except from Taiwan and Hong Kong who know about this a lot more. I've seen very few of my countrymen. You just don't know about it because you think cherry blossoms bloom on March 20th. Not true. There's dozens and dozens of varieties, cultivars of cherry blossoms that bloom at different times. I've made it my mission on this channel to show you all the different cultivars because I'm learning them myself. You can see we were on the sea and I could smell the grilling seafood. It is so pleasant as we go right past the, look at that. Cherry blossoms are right on the road here. It's like just past. That's grilling shrimp and crab. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. Look, you can get Wagyu. I highly recommend though, when you're here in Izu, you go for the seafood. I would go for the seafood over the Wagyu beef. Shizuoka, this part, the peninsula is much more famous for the seafood. Much, 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 much more famous. Oh, there's a Sakura ice cream place right there. So I hope that this is a vibe is educational and informational for you guys. Cherry blossoms will officially start in Tokyo according to the schedule. There's an official countryside announcement. What is that music? you get random sounds out in the countryside, breaking up the monotony of everyday life, which is awesome. Have a good day, guys. John Lopez. I'm gonna tune off in a couple of minutes. I'll take you around a little bit longer, get to the end of the bridge here. Moments by Shubha. Hey! Thank you for showing us Sakura. I don't know if I'll get to see it in April when I visit. Maybe. You can see this. The best Sakura festival is April 20th around that time in Hirosaki, and Aomori is my favorite with the Somei Yoshino trees. But I'm telling you, even in January you can see cherry blossoms. So you can even take them home. Look at this. Look, they got little teeny varieties of them here. Wow. That's $50 for one. They're in bloom now. They're going to be gone, and the blossoms will be gone in like 4 days. But they come back next year. And if you can keep them going for 50 years, it's going to look like this. I could conceivably buy one and take it in the car back with me. I don't think I'm going to do it though. I'm not sure. Can I be like, you spent $50 on what? Because neither of us have a green thumb. All right, people are lined up on the bridge. There's got to be a reason why. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. That's nice. Now I know why. That's really nice. Let's get pan for you. Don't need to talk. Don't ruin the moment with words. Just kind of soak up the view. Don't ruin it. Let people enjoy the bird sounds. And just stay quiet, John. Don't say anything. Let the pictures do all the speaking. You can stop talking now. Stop talking. Just be quiet. Yeah, and then an ambulance goes by. Oh, that's wonderful. I hope you're okay. All right. Now I can stop talking. You know who's laughing with all those jokes? Yelling in my ear. Thank you. That's the perfect way to say shimashita. That's the perfect way to end that one. I gotta go to the original tree. Kawazu Station, 1.2 kilometers. Have I walked that far? I'm almost at Mine Onsen. What? My bag's getting heavy too. I still got a 6 kilometer run. I'm supposed to be on my turn down, so to speak, for the marathon training. The next 10 days I kind of taper down. I would love, I'll check the sea and see if I can find my drone again, but it's not, yeah, it just flipped and went under. I'd never seen anything like it. I don't think it hit a bird because I was visually watching the drone. I didn't let the drone get out of my sight. It just flipped and went in the dip, and I waited around for about 10 minutes to see if the waves would bring it in, but I think it sunk. Maybe it'll come in, I don't know. Depends how the tide is. Thanks guys, if you are on March 1st in Tokyo, we have a Discord server, get in touch there. Or write to me. I'd love to share with you my live. I'll have you'll be able to track me live and find where I am on the course, and you guys can you can yell, and maybe I'll come over for a picture, say hi, at least wave. Kanai and Leo will be out there too, cheering me on. I think Kanai said she's going to make a sign. Wow. That is a beautiful tree. You guys feeling the vibe now that Kawazu is a special place? It really is. Here's a tunnel coming. Daisy, Daisy, 1034. I may go there in early June. Will there be blossoms? Yeah, up in Wakanai in the very, 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 very north of Japan. They're said to bloom in the first week of June there, but I can't be for certain. That's kind of late. Up at elevation, if there's cherry blossoms up on the top of Mount Fuji somewhere, there's not many trees, but if there was, it would be blooming in June. Let's put it like that. Though it's about 50 degrees Fahrenheit right now. I have to be honest, it's warmed up with the sun coming out. It was really chilly this morning. Most people are locals. I'd say 80% Japanese, 20% foreign tourists. Of the foreign tourists, I'd say majority are from Taiwan, which is incredible. There are some places that only the Taiwanese tourists know about, locals and the Taiwanese. I guess it's the Taiwanese guidebooks in Chinese, but I've had a lot of people from Taiwan stop and ask me what camera I'm using or say hi. That was real nice. You're blocking the road. Ugh. Strawberry daifuku and grilling matsutake mushroom. No. I can't see the variety. I'm grilling mushrooms. Do you hear the birds chirping? That's such a beautiful sound. Get the food stands on one side, the cherry blossoms on the other, and you can see across the river there are more cherry blossoms. So the pink, it's kind of sparse. These look like younger trees, but across the river they're much more mature and they're certainly at full bloom. That's just spectacular. That is just spectacular. Look at the oranges too. Shizuoka's famous for the greenhouse grown oranges. There's a lot of sun in this area. As you can see, it's beautiful blue sky today. This place is called Kawazu. This cherry blossom variety is called Kawazuzakura. This is where it's from. And speak of the devil, there's an orange tree right there. Boom. Do not pick oranges off the tree if you're a tourist. They're not yours. Just to let you know. That is considered theft and you could go to jail. I'm not joking. If the police do detain you, you will be detained for like a day or maybe even longer. They make you just sit there and think about what you've done. Wasting your time is the worst punishment. You can say, oh, I just want to pay the fine. Just give me the fine. No, they'll waste your entire day. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Fruit theft. I'm serious. Fruit theft is a big, big issue in Japan. They're cracking down. You walk by an apple tree and you pick one, fruit theft. They're cracking down. Okay, I think that's as far as we're gonna go. There's more food. What's incredible is the signal has really been pretty strong. Look at the color of the water. It's got this beautiful emerald green to it. Wow. And on the river, the Kawazu River, you can see some of the cherry blossom petals are starting to fall. So we've hit the peak. You can see right to the bottom. This isn't the variety that they pickle. This one, that's the Sakura. But you probably could eat it. It is organic. I wouldn't do it because it's beautiful. I want to appreciate it. I don't want to eat it. You don't have to eat everything. Sometimes you can just let it be and not put it in your mouth. That's what I tell Leo. He's 4. Sometimes you have to remind the people watching. You don't have to eat everything. You can eat a lot of stuff though. Like if there was a zombie apocalypse and all you had was cherry blossoms, I'd probably eat it. But we have like, you know, real food over there, so you don't need to eat the blossoms. Don't do it. Don't climb cherry blossom trees. Don't climb the sakura trees, please. I know it looks like it's inviting. Don't do that. You want to make Japan really angry. Do climb a cherry blossom tree at a festival. All right. Oh my Lord. For a picture for TikTok, to show everyone how dumb you are. Don't do it. I know it seems like it would be something you should do at your house, at your home. This is Japan, okay? This is land of don't climb tree, okay? Don't climb torii gates. Don't climb anything unless it's you're supposed to climb it. This isn't Mount Fuji where you have to conquer it, okay? It's a tree of beauty. You know what I'm talking about? Look over there. All right, guys. Oh, look. See, you don't have to pick it off the tree. Sometimes the blossoms just fall themselves. They fall themselves. But then, oh, see, it's gone. That looked great in Kanai's ear. Blossom girl. So that's all I have for you. This is quite an adventure. An hour and 20 minutes. That's longer than I thought we were going to go. I have a 3.5 hour drive back. I'll probably stop at the Ebina service area. Anyone who's ever driven on the Tomei Expressway, you know what I'm talking about. I'll probably stop at Ebina to get a melonpan, and then I'll probably be home tonight at 4 o'clock. But this has been a lot of fun. I hope you have some questions and you learned a little bit about it. Leave them in the comments below. Thank you for joining as a member. Kawai Ona 4. Thank you for becoming a traveler, guys. I appreciate it. It's like 99 cents here. I kept it at the base level, but you get a couple of emojis that you can use here. Let's see here. What's some of my favorites? I'm not sure. But yeah, if you become a traveler, you get some special emoji that you can use. It's kind of cool. And you get a little badge as well, which is nice there. Now you got a badge. Right? Like Daisy's been around for a while. You got a red badge. All right, guys, take care. I'll see you in another live stream probably tomorrow. I'm taking you to Gifu again. So I'll be in Gifu, and you're coming with me. I got to go through Nagoya. And yeah, this weekend, probably some Tokyo. But yeah, we're going to have some fun this month for the marathon. Kawazu. If you're in Tokyo now, you're in Japan now, I'd say this weekend's going to be pretty crazy. But if you get a chance, jump out here and take a look at this at the first Cherry Blossom Festival. You feel nature, you can have some street food, just soak it up and enjoy it, and then you go home so relaxed. I'm super glad that I came out this year, and I'll probably come back again next year with the family because this is truly something special. You're sitting inside all winter long, and you come outside to a day like this, and you have you know, these blossoms out, and You just don't expect it in February. Maybe we should. Beautiful things can happen in the dead of winter. It's pretty amazing. All right, guys, I'll see you again real soon. Mata ne.